So, loot the room, and then we're gonna stash the shotgun shells, the torch fuel we had, and then we're gonna leave ourselves with 1 magazine of handgun bullets. And then we're gonna leave the room, go up the stairs. So there's gonna be a bunch of spores here. Just run past them, and then run to these ones, and then get back right here and wait. And then there's an orange barrel there. Orange barrels and orange gas cans can be meleeed to explode. They will not cause damage. However, if it's red, it will cause damage. So go ahead and melee that. There's another spore right here. Just run up the stairs. There's a file on the corner of that table there, but don't worry, we'll have time to run back and get that later. So that's the Unmerged one. I'll explain a little bit on his mechanics. For now, just emit the oddity, shoot the barrel, save your torch fuel. So these, I like to call them little explodey boys. But I think the proper term would be spore orphans. So just run towards them. They'll try to explode. Same with that one. Save your handgun rounds. Right as soon as you get around the corner, there's a spore right here. Just run past it, straight towards the couch. It can't hurt you. It does linger for a while, the acid effect, so just wait a few seconds. I got lucky with that torch fuel, by the way. That's a total random drop. So now I have 2. I cracked the handgun ammo because I was getting full on chemicals. Plus, I'm gonna need about 20 handgun rounds for the next part after this. Shoot the barrels, wait for this to burn. Once you get right before the spore, headless orphan's gonna spawn, charge a shot, shoot, run past that one, run towards this one, turn around, through the door, in the corner, turn around, that's a repeat. Straight ahead, there's gonna be an orphan that's on the floor. If you go try to grab the loot next to you, it will awaken. So we're just gonna shoot in the head now. Go for leg shot, stomp. Generally speaking, you're gonna want to stop once, and then back away to get yourself in a position to shoot if need be. But I don't know, like you just get kind of a gauge on enemies' health pools, so I do that. It'll take like 2 stomps to take it out. A little bit later on, we unlock an attachment for the sword handgun that tells us enemy's health. Go ahead and push the cabinet, and we're gonna run straight ahead and make a hard right. There's some more spore orphans. We're gonna shoot that one. And then there's 3 more coming. We're just gonna wait for them to line up, and we're gonna shoot the one in the middle to make all 3 explode at the same time. Ammo efficiency at its finest. Or you could just aggro the first one and, you know, have it explode. Spore right there, so right as you hit the corner, just turn around and hug the railing. We'll get that crane in a second. There's 1 crate in this room in the back. Those yellow gas cans, don't worry about that, but that set of yellow gas cans, do not blow those up. Save those, you're gonna need that in a moment. It's really important that you keep those there. 1 spore there, turn around. Wait, I was just checking my resources because I wasn't sure if the game was gonna give me something that was gonna be full on. As soon as you grab this key and go back in the next room, 3 orphans are gonna spawn. Get that gas tank of smack. Push the cabinet, and you're safe. I've done this a bunch of times. I've not got hit once. It works every time. So save yourself the handgun round. Save yourself from going back in the other room with the red canister. As soon as you drop down, there's gonna be an orphan that spawns to the door. Again, you will take damage right there if you're caught with him doing that, busting through the door like that. So we're gonna leg him, stomp, Just repeat this a couple times. Get those booty shots in. That shot should have whiffed. Like, that shot was so off. I don't understand how that hit, to be honest. Shotgun shells here. There's gonna be a heal in this room, some energy.
The funeral's tomorrow.
I'm sorry, not energy, handgun ammo. And a file. And then we're gonna go down the stairs and grab the other file and go back to the safe room.
I will take that scholarship David was talking me into taking, and that will be it. Goodbye, New Dawn. I'm off to become an accomplished scientist. Yay. Maybe that's a bit better. I mean, maybe that way I can finally help someone. I have never been good at dealing with patients directly, and with anyone, for that matter. Maybe saving lives from my little lab in the hospital is my true destiny. Nobody knows. I don't know if we'll see each other again. Probably not. If somehow you're listening to this, so stupid.
So we're gonna put everything away besides the handgun, a whole stack of handgun rounds, and the shotgun, and bolt cutters. So these are what I like to call puke orphans. I managed to get a knockdown on that one. There's gonna be 3 headless here. 2 of these we could shoot from afar. And then there's gonna be 1 more that's gonna awaken once we get to the bottom of these stairs. So he's gonna wake up. We're gonna wait for him to actually come as close as possible to the stairs. Because there's gonna be a couple more orphans that are gonna wake up. And we want them to come towards us to try to merge with that one. So once you run about to the bottom of this hill right here, turn around. I whiffed. Missed a leg shot, got a hip shot. I got mad, so I stomped. Shot the barrel, killed those 2. Shot that barrel. Missed somehow. And then shot the barrel and somehow caught that one on fire. But ideally, what I was trying to do was, I was trying to go for a leg shot on that one, drop that one, and then lure the other 2 over, blow up the red barrel, and kill 3 of them. That's why I said bring about 28 handgun rounds, because sometimes your shots will whiff for no reason at all. I think it has to do with stability on the gun, which I had not upgraded. So in here we got handgun ammo, shotgun shells, we got a couple crates that are random, and then we got 1 big baby orphan. So I try to go for a charge shot here. I'm not sure if that even did anything, but basically you want to blow up that gas can, get burst through the door, charge shotgun shot, back away a little, charge shotgun shot. Admittedly, I feel like I should have been more patient and try to let off another fully charged shotgun shot. I didn't. Here I thought he was going to come towards me again, but he decided to be annoying. By the way, if you don't know at this point, to cancel your charge shots, just let go of the aim button. So over here I'm just trying to kite him around this shelf here. I'm not sure if that shot hit or not. Right there, he should have been down. I really don't understand what's going on with this fight. I've gone down in less shots a couple of times before this. Unfortunately, there's no real way to do this part without getting him down. Because you're going to need the bolt cutters. And going in that room with the bolt cutters, with him still alive, will definitely put you at risk to take damage. He dropped shotgun shells, by the way, this time, but his loot drops are random. Sometimes I've gotten shotgun shells, 400 energy, and then other times I've gotten nothing. Give them a little stomp for prosperity, and go back in here. We're gonna use bolt cutters again for a door that was locked earlier. There's some energy, and then there's a couple of crates we can break for random drops. This time I got chemicals and more energy. So, before we head back into the apartments, we're just gonna run back to where we first started in this area, and we're gonna use bolt cutters on the door that the cat is in, because we gotta save all the kitties. Highly recommend making an effort to get all cats, because they give you good loot. Most importantly, cores. And you're gonna want those cores for inventory space and resource space. Aside from the kitty, there's a couple of energies in this room. Got the Traveler's Seal Key. Gonna use that to open the door in the save room. And then we just got one more enemy to deal with before the actual boss fight. I just want to know, with the first initial puke orphan, you can like bait out the puke, and then just wait like a brief moment before you go and run to the side to like either your left or right to avoid getting hit by it. You can also bait out a melee by getting close to it. So here we're gonna use bolt cutters. As soon as you grab the camera and orphans get spawned in, we're gonna leg them, give them a stomp, back away. He didn't go down that time. I wasn't sure where his health was at, so just to be safe, I just went for the leg shot. Camera's doing some weird shit, so I don't know. I just opened my third eye and I shot. It worked. Looking back at this now as I'm doing the commentary, I definitely could have just stomped him again to kill him. So here I'm just grabbing an energy that I missed earlier. I mean, like, if you've been following along, like, I highly doubt that missing out 50 energy is gonna hurt you that much. So I used the bolt cutters earlier, I didn't have to. So now we're coming up on the Unmerged 1 boss fight. Going in, you're gonna want at least, I would say, a whole stack of shotgun shells. I wouldn't worry too much about handgun rounds. As long as you got a fully loaded magazine, you should be okay. Basically, his main attack is a 3-hit combo, with the final one being one big long slam. Usually, the way I time it is after 2 charge shotgun shots, I immediately start running the opposite way, so I don't get hit by it, because it has a very, very long range, and if you try to run by him, he'll quickly go into a swipe. That'll get you for trying to run by him. The other attack is he'll go ahead and he'll try to call, not call. He'll create these similar to the Spore Orphans, but they're black and orange like him. That will home onto you and blow up. The 2 telltale ways you can tell he's doing this is if you're close to him and you see him punch the ground, that's when he's creating one. Also, there's a certain noise that he makes too. So you just have to play it a couple of times to get a feel for the little screech he does when he's about to do it. Basically, just as soon as you start doing that, just get some space and just get ready to shoot one. They do come up pretty quick. They die in one shot, charge or uncharged. You don't even need the handgun upgrade for that, but I highly recommend upgrading the handgun because you're pretty much gonna use that for the whole playthrough.
terminate function in a place that is easy to reach. Fire. It was vulnerable to fire. Such is our calling.
So you want to leave the save room with everything used up. I'm sorry. By crafting all your resources, because you want to make sure you grab everything in this boss room. And next couple sections we have to come up after this, there's gonna be a lot of resources. So just to help you with your inventory management, and so you don't get bogged down by having to run by stuff and try to save you on backtracking. So boss fight starts when you enter this room. We're gonna go to the right, immediately in the back, and smash the 2 boards. Let's go ahead and break this one. Go ahead and pick up the shotgun shells and handgun ammo. That's always static in that crate. Break these boards. We're gonna turn around, run a little bit, and then we're gonna wait, and then start walking real slow. Should spawn right now. There you go. And we're just gonna wait right before he attacks. When you see the spores open up, which I did kind of early on this part. 2 shotgun blasts to the chest. Run away. Run as far as you can. Get to the kitchen. Turn around. Reload. And 1 charge handgun shot. Pop that baby open. So we're not gonna run off just yet. We're just gonna wait a moment. Once you hear this dialogue, you either have enough time to get to the next big barrel. For some reason he decided to spawn here this time, which is fine. So once you see that spore open up, we're gonna smack that. Over here, I just whiffed on me doing a charge shot, so I had to run away. You can use torch fuel for this part if you're struggling with trying to bait them to the barrels. There is a static torch fuel in this room, so honestly you don't need it. I decided to punch him because fuck him. He called me a bitch. So get to the last one. Wait for him to get close, right before he's about to hit you, and bang. 2 shotgun shells, finish him off. He did. So after that, go ahead and grab all the loot. There's a handgun, ammo, a heal, torch fuel, handgun ammo, and that crate right there that was blown up because of one of the gas cans. And then there's one more crate with some random loot. Random loot. Random root. Oh boy, tongue twisters. I don't know why, but I spent way too much unnecessary time in this room. Not sure why. You got everything. You can leave now. You were already here. You should just turn around. Yeah, the biggest tip I can give for that fight is just don't panic, and you'll be fine. So there's nothing there. Once you get to the ledge here, there's an oddity to the top right. Top right. Hello. Top right. There you go. File here.
Temporal destination reached. Proceeding with the search for the target, Edward Vishnievsky. It's all music tapes. Worthless. I need more data about the target's whereabouts. I should find something in his apartment.
So, there's nothing in this apartment besides files. You can interact with the door if you want for some additional dialogue. The code to the safe is 811, as shown on that photo, August 11th, 811. After you open the safe and interact with the file, you're free to leave this apartment.
Gathered enough data. The shelter. The girl. These are worth looking into.
Please!
Something's wrong.
There's no enemies here. I just thought that looked cool.
I know you're there. I can still hear your steps. Give her back. Give me back my little angel, Edward.
You called for Edvard. I am here to find him.
Finally. They've sent someone for this filthy freak. I'm sure he took her. Yes, that little stinky fuck. He took my daughter. Oh, do you know anything about my poor baby? About my poor angel?
Are you sure she's gone?
People are disappearing left and right. And she's been gone since yesterday.
Stay calm. Why do you think he took her?
Stupid girl. Naive. Floozy. Oh, what will I do without her? I'm so lonely. I'm so afraid to be on my own these days. Believe me, I would invite you inside for some tea, but I can't. They won't let me.
Focus your attention. Why would Edvard take your daughter?
That no-good bastard. He used to harass us all with all kinds of gibberish. He talked about experiments, about the end, about death. God knows what he meant. Maybe he's holding her somewhere, doing God knows what to my girl. Lord have mercy. Will you help me? Will you bring her back to me? I'm so worried about her.
Don't be. You will be reunited. Now step inside and lock the door. It is not safe outside.
Yes. Thank you. God bless you.
Incidental contact has been made. The woman was blind. It's one of the symptoms. I have to remain cautious.
So, after the cutscene, hit the elevator, and all the way down the hall there's a couple of energies. And that's all there is here, besides the save room. And then here, we're gonna make our next save.
path has begun. Location dock found. Saving collected data.